Hi, I'm sorry there's been a long delay between videos. I had some really bad news after I put the last video out. It was actually on the same day that a close friend had died very suddenly and out of the blue. So, you know, I'd known her for many years and she and her baby both died. So that was a really shocking thing to happen. It's just been a tough time, you know, and I just needed a break and to not make videos for a while. So this video isn't the one I promised. It was going to be about how narcissistic are you. You know, if I'm analysing someone else, it's actually a bit easier to edit than my own waffling. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard have been going into court in London over a libel case with the Sun newspaper because Johnny Depp says that they shouldn't have called him a wife beater. Amber Heard has claimed that Johnny Depp was physically violent towards her on various different occasions, and her sister has agreed with this version of events. She's said that she saw Johnny Depp being violent towards Amber. Johnny Depp's lawyer has tried to discredit Amber Heard's sister by showing this footage.
Did you get in a fight or something?
Oh, thank you. Got into an altercation.
Proof, say Johnny Depp's lawyers, that Amber Heard attacked her sister.
I can't believe Amber beat your ass.
Unaired reality TV footage sees Whitney Henrique repeatedly avoid questions about a fight.
Okay, did you really start the fight with your sister, or did she start it? For real, for real, for real.
We're not going to talk about that.
She really did whoop your butt.
Mr. Depp's legal team say it shows her with marks to her chest and arm.
Amber's sister really wants to close down the conversation. She doesn't want to talk about Amber hitting her, but she doesn't deny it happened either. So I wonder if she has been intimidated by her older sister.
They accused Ms. Henriquez of lying in her evidence the day before when she said Amber Heard had never been violent towards her.
Is Amber's sister a reliable witness, or is she an enabler? Does she enable her sister's behaviour because she's too scared of her to speak up? And if that's the case, is she now being a flying monkey for her sister? Is she spreading misinformation because that's what her sister wants her to do? I don't intend to say in this video definitively that Amber Heard is lying about having experienced domestic violence, but my impression is that she has been dishonest several times about what actually happened. And in my own personal opinion, I find it very hard to trust what she says and her motives. A few people posted a link to this footage on my previous videos, and they were trying to prove with this footage that Johnny Depp had been violent towards Amber Heard. This is footage that Amber Heard filmed without telling Johnny Depp she was filming it.
Motherfucker! Motherfucker!
What happened?
It's common for an abusive person to show rage at something or someone else in front of their target before becoming abusive towards that person. So it's a way to introduce them to their rage and to get them used to accepting violent behaviour. So it can be intimidating to be around, and it can be a form of abuse. What they're doing is they're encouraging you to feel fear, and they're bringing a threat into your relationship. So they're saying to you, this is what could happen to you if you misbehave. And in this video, Johnny Depp is clearly angry. He's slamming a cupboard door, he drops a glass bottle, and that could be really unpleasant to be around. But then there's the context.
Nothing happened this morning, you know that?
Were you in here?
No.
So then nothing happened to you this morning?
Yeah, you're right. I just woke up and you were so sweet and nice. We were not even fighting this morning. All I did was say sorry.
What had she said sorry for?
Did something happen to you this morning? I don't think so.
No. That's the thing.
You want to see crazy? I'll give you fucking crazy. That's crazy. Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're crazy.
Have you drunk this whole thing this morning?
If she was really intimidated by him, I don't think she would be saying anything that might make him more angry. I think that would be unlikely. So she says, for instance, something about how much he's drunk, how angry he is, and so on.
We were not even fighting this morning. All I did was say sorry.
Would you say all I did was this if you were afraid of someone? If you were feeling that any moment they might become physically violent, would you be defending yourself in this way and saying, this is all I've done? Or would you be trying to appease them? Maybe not saying anything at all because you're so scared. This doesn't apply to every situation because different people will be calmed by different things. So in some cases, coming across as confident in the way that Amber Heard is could actually calm the other person down, and it could actually help to diffuse the situation. So I don't want to suggest that there's a sort of one rule for all of these situations, but it is unusual.
Oh, you got this going? You got this going? Oh, really?
There's no signs in this video of Johnny Depp becoming physically violent with Amber Heard. He grabs the phone off her when he realises he's being filmed, but that's all. And yet people have seen this as evidence that he was physically violent towards her. Why does he suddenly take the phone from Amber's hands when he sees he's being recorded? What's behind that? Is it that he's aware that she's trying to set him up, that she's trying to create this impression of him, and that she's been asking him these questions so that he will be caught out in his responses, so that he will come across a certain way? And so does he take the phone because this in itself is a form of emotional abuse coming from Amber Heard? And again, that doesn't mean that it was okay to rip the phone out of her hands. And it doesn't excuse that kind of behaviour. But I just wonder what was really going on. I wonder why he's so angry and whether Amber Heard played a role in it. And we have to be so careful talking about something like this, because I don't want to suggest that it's okay to slam cupboard doors like that in front of someone or to drop a bottle. Other people have said that he threw a bottle. Well, that's obviously not okay, and there's no excuse for it. It's going to be really uncomfortable to be around that kind of behaviour for most people, not for everyone, but most people might find that stressful to be around. Was Johnny Depp behaving in that way to try to intimidate Amber? Or was he really upset and angry after Amber had done something before? Had she abused him emotionally and or physically before that scene? And was he reacting and being angry and upset because of the behaviour he had just endured from her? Would he be doing this if he was alone in the kitchen because he is in an abusive relationship, and so as a result he feels a lot of anger? If Amber Heard is pretending to be a victim of domestic violence, she's undermining the people who dare to speak out, who are victims of domestic violence. It's not an easy thing to do, to speak out against somebody you're afraid of. So if that's what she's doing, then why is she doing it? And I don't want to say that is definitely what she's doing. We can only speculate. But if she is doing that, then she's creating a smear campaign about Johnny Depp. And that smear campaign has had a huge impact on his career. He lost his role in Pirates of the Caribbean, and up until that point his career had been really successful, and suddenly his name was dragged through the dirt and people were talking about him as a wife beater. So if this is a smear campaign, then it's narcissistic abuse, and it's being done intentionally to discredit him and to degrade him publicly. Everything to a narcissist is a competition. A narcissist will use a smear campaign when they feel threatened. So if somebody is a threat to them, which means that they might receive more attention, or they might be better at something that the other person, that's how they get their own self-worth. If somehow they feel threatened by this person, then what they need to do is try to get everybody to think less of them. Because if everybody thinks badly of them, then they lose their value and they become less threatening. And that way the narcissist can feel much better about themselves. In the next video, I'm going to look at another interaction between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So first I want to look at that conversation and what they're saying happened, what Johnny Depp is saying, what Amber Heard does and doesn't agree to, and then later I want to look at Amber Heard in court and how she describes the same event that she was earlier discussing with Johnny Depp. So I'm going to leave it here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.